You're almost as good as Billy Nelson.
Comparing me to Billy Nelson in management terms is literally like comparing.
This is Jonathan Anger, 5th Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Queensbury's Dev Sahni. We're here at a double press conference today. Adam Hamed and Shantel Cameron. Let's start with Adam Hamed. What was it like being up there, introducing Naz's son?
What a table that was like. It was surreal. Me personally, I'm living the dream on the Queensbury side. What a signing Adam Hamed is. I think as soon as I heard that Naz's sons were going to become boxers, I was like, hopefully they come to Frank. And then you hear Adam talk up there about how he sees Frank as family. These are deep words. You go to Frank's office, he's got a statue of Prince Naseem Hamed. Prince Naseem Hamed has been an integral part of Frank Warren's career in everything that he's built as well. So it feels like a natural step, a wonderful step, and I'm very impressed with how Adam, not that I'm surprised, I'm just impressed with how he carries himself. The vibe that he's got, the confidence. He's already had his fight, his professional fight on the undercard of Usyk versus Dubois, 45,000 people in Poland, and he came out and he looked like he was going to a party. He just looked so like he was just having fun, had fun with the opponent as well, and he's now we can really get things moving in 2024. Very excited.
Talk to me about the addition of Sam Jones. He brings a bit more than just managing a fight. He gets his fighters' names out there and things like that. What do you make of this man's addition?
What do you make of Sam Jones? Look, I'll tell anyone who listens, I think he's one of the best managers in the game.
I'm the best, but thanks, Dev.
Yeah, I'll give you one of the. No, but look, Sam is kind of like a guy who champions his fighter. Doesn't just tell them when they're fighting and this is going to be your purse. Will actually just keep annoying everyone about it on Twitter. You're almost as good as Billy Nelson.
Comparing me to Billy Nelson in management terms is literally like comparing. I don't know. Let me try and think of something. That's like comparing Benidorm to Barbados.
Look, and he comes up with wonderful analogies as well.
It's not an analogy, that's a fucking fact.
This is boxing Twitter right here.
Yeah, well, listen, Billy's a coach. Billy's all right. To be fair, I get on with Billy all right, but don't compare him to me in management terms. Come on.
When you can have a fight with him, wasn't there a...
Dev, if someone wants to pay me enough money, we'll do it, but...
You happily have your head punched in by Billy Nelson?
Come on, Dev. Come on, Dev.
I jest.
Never.
I jest.
Never.
But yeah, look, you asked me about Sam. I think Sam's the man. I think, and look, you must be quite proud to be sat up there next to...
It's one of the most proudest moments of my life, genuinely. Like, to be sat there next to someone like Naz, looking after his son. If you told 10-year-old Sam this, he wouldn't believe you. So, but I believe, not in a cocky or arrogant way before I get loads of stick on there, I deserve things like this. I genuinely believe there's nobody better than me at this. No one works harder than me anyway. There might be someone better than me, I don't think so, but I work hard and I'm honest and I make fighters rich. I can map fighters' careers out well. That's what the game's about.
Absolutely. Well, Sam, before I ask you any more of the same question, pretty much. Appreciate that, Sam. Dev, just going back to lost my train of thought, but let's talk about Shantel Cameron. Bit of a surprise. She had a lot of fights with Eddie Hearn, and big fights, made a lot of money, I assume. But she's come over to Frank. What can Frank offer, maybe at this stage of her career?
I think Matchroom and Eddie did a great job. I don't think you'll get anyone disagreeing with that. I don't think Chantelle will disagree with that, and certainly Eddie won't. I think they did a great job. And what does Frank bring? It's just a new start, really. Look, she's at that point where she's got the 2 fights with Katie Taylor. She won the first fight. She went over to Ireland and beat Katie Taylor on Katie Taylor's big homecoming. That's quite something. That tells you about the fortitude of the fighter. She's got that. People call Katie Taylor the greatest female fighter of all time. Shantel Cameron beat her. What does that make her? So there's unfinished business there, because you look back at the rematch. Was it a knockdown? Wasn't it a knockdown? It was a majority decision, I think, as well in the end. She thinks there's unfinished business. She feels like she wants those belts back. Whether or not it's Katie Taylor in the other corner or they get fragmented, I don't know. But I would hope, in this spirit of Queensberry versus Matchroom, of Frank versus Eddie, and everyone working together, I would hope that they can make it happen, because it's one of the biggest fights that you can make in female boxing. There's no doubt about that. A trilogy fight. How many trilogy fights have there been in female boxing? I reckon 0. I think we need to see one.
Yeah, it was quite. Frank kind of made a joke in the press conference saying, like, you know, we're all working together, but it is true. And I guess if these 5v5 cards are going to continue and they're a great concept, then that's like you say, a natural fight that could happen, right?
It's a brilliant fight. I hope to see it. I'm just glad she's come with us. I think she's one of the best fighters in the world across male or female boxing. She is pound for pound one of the best out there. She's got one of the best wins out there as well. And I'm looking forward to what Frank has got lined up for her. I know there's going to be a show announcement next week, so keep your ears. Is it ears peeled? Yeah.
I mean, you could just tell us if you want.
We'll probably leave that to the promoter next week, but stay tuned for that. And look, exciting times ahead. And she's one of the best out there. So let's give her the platform to go and showcase that.
Exciting time.
By the way, that's not me saying platforms or anything. No, gone are those days. Let's just let her shine with Queensberry. I'm looking forward to it.
Talking about big things on the horizon. How long now? 10, 15, 10, 14 days, whatever it is, till Fury Usyk May 18th in Saudi Arabia. Just wanted to ask you about Johnny Nelson. Made some comments to Sky.
This is what you boys do, isn't it? Someone makes comments somewhere, and then your interview titles for the next 2 months are Dev Sahni reacts to Johnny Nelson saying this about Tyson Fury.
Tell them the idea.
what was the comment? What was it?
Johnny said, you know, will Fury use every dirty trick in the book if he can get away with it? Without a doubt. It's a fighting game. Most fighters, when they get there, they play by the rules. So how do you think Tyson will approach this? Do you think that is part of the game plan, or what do you think?
I think he'll win he'll be looking to win by any means necessary. So yeah, look, we've all seen Tyson Fury fight over the years, and we've seen this version of Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder in the third fight, actually throughout the trilogy. Just too big for him, really. And the fights 2 and 3, where he was just sort of weighing him down and suffocating him and drowning him with all of his energy. Will he use every trick in the book? I don't know. This is a veteran guy. They're both veterans. I'm sure they'll both be using what they can within the rules to win the fight and become the undisputed heavyweight champion.
Obviously, after Usyk Dubois, yourself, Frank, everyone at Queensberry weren't happy with the way Usyk fought, and that was considered, I guess, dirty, you know, with the low blows and things. Do you think, you know, Frank said, you know, in press conferences, recent interviews, that, you know, he feels Usyk's going to cry to the ref and things like that. Do you think there's an element heading into that, you know, as you say, he'll use those veteran tactics if he can?
I would love to be a fly on the wall in the rules meeting. I'd love to hear what they're saying to each other, what the teams, the entrusted team members are saying. Careful, because that guy's going to do this. Hey, ref, keep an eye on this, because he's going to do this. Can we just confirm the rules of this? Can we confirm you can punch him here? I'd love to hear that. I'd love to hear the referee's final instructions sort of in the dressing rooms. A fly on the wall for that would be fascinating as well. What are the relative, the respective coaches pushing for? I don't know. Look, we're going to find out very, very soon, Jonathan.
And just finally, I saw something on social media. I don't know how accurate it is, but Zhilei Zhang weighing almost 300 pounds ahead of the Wilder fight. Will that suit him, do you think? Or is that...
I'm so he's taking on the skipper. Look, he's taking on Deontay Wilder. He will outweigh Deontay Wilder by probably about 80 pounds. That is a huge, huge size difference. What does that do to Wilder's power? Does it mean Zhang can absorb it? I still wouldn't fancy him just taking a right hand, a clean one off Deontay Wilder. But you'd certainly back Zhang to impose himself physically, right? 80 pounds. But let's hope he can carry that 300 pounds through the second half of the fight. I don't know if that's going to be his final weight, but he's looking like a big bang.
Actually, just finally, Dev, I have to ask you about the news yesterday about Ryan Garcia. What do you want to say on it? And yeah,
Mate, look, I can't keep up. He's marrying marrying porn stars the other week. He's beating Devin Haney. He's drinking beer allegedly on the scales. I don't know. He is a must follow. He is the talk of the town right now. One of the biggest stars in boxing. I don't know if he took that stuff or any of that stuff. But I will be watching closely, as I always do on social media. I thought what was Gervonta Davis coming out defending him has been quite an amusing thing as well. And then Gervonta Davis saying he's going to punch Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn saying use a step ladder. Amazing content right now. I'm glued to my phone watching all of this stuff, digesting it, and not knowing what on earth to make of it.
That's fair enough. Well, Dev, appreciate your time. I think you've given away the title, but we'll see what happens when I go to edit. But yeah, appreciate it, and I will see you soon. Yeah.
Next week, because we're announcing another show next week. Maybe a couple of shows. I don't know.
You've got Bentley against Dignam. Great show.
Yes, and we have Bentley Dignam next Saturday night, May the 11th. Must win for Denzel Bentley. Must win for Danny Dignam. Loser leaves town. Brilliant British middleweight contest. Tune in.
Absolutely. Dev, appreciate it.